I'm going to talk about occurring pattern. Let's look at weather warnings starting from first warning, which is line said obey. Port Elton's gonna get some yellow warning with some heat warning, which starts from Friday, there's July 2nd, 4:08 a.m. to 9:08 p.m. Thursday, July 12th. There's going to be there's going to be a long duration heat events continues this is the first heat event of the season. There's coming maximum temperatures of 30 to 33 degrees Celsius with some minimum temperatures of 20 to 23 degrees Celsius with some humidex values of 38 to 42 degrees Celsius. It's going to continue through Friday. So let's look at we finished those cities. So Port Elgin. Let's look at Hanover. Oh, we already did automatically the Wyerton's done. So Hanover, Collingwood, Owen Sounds. That's my extra. So gonna say the city's name properly later on. Actually, I can do now. So Hanover, because the most of it, Hanover. There's only one's gonna get some heat warning, but it's orange warning. There's gonna be long duration heat event and continues for some areas. This is the first heat event of the season. It's gonna be maximum temperatures of 31 to 35 degrees Celsius with some possibly up to 37 degrees Celsius in some areas. It's some minimum temperatures of 21 to 25 degrees Celsius. It's going to continue to Friday and possibly into the weekend. There's going to be heat warning starting from Friday, July 2nd, 5:20 a.m. to Friday, July 2nd, 9:20 p.m. That's wrong time. The right time is Friday. Thursday, actually, so not Friday. So let's look at next weather warning. So Oriental Ontario is going to get some heat warning, which starts from Friday, July 2nd to Friday, July 2nd, 9:02 8 p.m. So start from Thursday, July 2nd, 5:02 a.m. 5:08 actually, to 9:08 p.m. Thursday, July 12th. Second, actually, so let's look at there's gonna be yellow warning with some heat warning. There's gonna be long duration heat events continues. This is the reverse heat event of the season. But this could be maximum temperatures of 30 to 33 degrees Celsius with some minimum temperatures of 20 to 23 degrees Celsius with some humidex values of 38 to 42 degrees Celsius. It's going to continue through Friday. So let's go to Hana. Oh, Hanover same weather warnings. So don't need to change that. So Hanover and Watertown's going to get some Bruce, Pennsylvania, and Hanover is going to get some parts of it. It's going to get some yellow warning. Oh, get wrong click button. So Hanover is going to get some. Don't need to explain that. So let's look at next weather warning. So Bombay's going to be celebrate Mainland way Olala. So Bombay's done to be celebrate Mainland Olala. It's going to get some heat warning, which starts from Friday, Thursday, July 2nd, 5:08 a.m. to Thursday, July 2nd, 9:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's some yellow warning, there's some heat warning. There's going to be long duration heat events continues. This is the first event that will explain that. So there's going to be maximum temperatures of 30 to 33 degrees Celsius with some minimum temperatures of 20 already same. Going to continue to Friday, so then it explains that. So let's start from Collingwood. So Collingwood, Betty, Beblas, Georgia. Niagara Falls City, Niagara on Lake, Oakville, Hamilton, Sissaga, Brampton, Orinto, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, not Belleville yet. Those cities are gonna get some heat warning with some yellow orange warnings in effect. So it's gonna start from for Thursday, July 2nd, 5:19 p.m. a.m. to Thursday, July 2nd, 9 p.m. There's gonna be long duration heat events. It continues. There's gonna be maximum temperatures of 31 to 34 degrees Celsius and potentially up to 37 degrees Celsius in some areas. There's going to be minimum temperatures of 21 to 25 degrees Celsius. But it's going to continue during Friday and possibly continue until some regions, so into the weekend. So Let's look at pressure patterns. So, starting from 8 p.m., July the 2nd is Sunday. 1012, 1060 millibars of pressure. Let's go to 8 p.m., July the 3rd. So, 1012, 1012, 1060 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next hour, which is July the 3rd, 4th, so 1016 millibars of pressure. 1012 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next hour, which is July the 5th. 1016 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next hour. 8 p.m. July the 16th. 1016 millibars of pressure. Let's look at precipitation patterns. So, starting from 2 p.m. So, 2 p.m. There is nothing else including Peterborough. So, Barry's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 5 p.m. There is something. So, Oku, Hamilton, Sissaga, Brampton, Toronto, between the markets, Scarborough, Stover, Lashma, Uxbridge, Peterborough, Belleville. Beverly says Betty, Georgina is gonna get some. Lake Pasanak, Varsity Doses are gonna get some 0.95 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 p.m. There is something. So, Sissaga, Brampton, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stover, Laswa, Uxbridge, Peterborough, Belleville. Georgina, Babylon says Betty's gonna get some. On the Lake Pasanak, on the Lake. City Parts, it's gonna get some Ogles. Hamilton, it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 11 p.m. There's nothing else. 8 a.m. There's nothing else. 11 a.m. There's something. Collingwood, Beverly Hills, Naganaga, City, Hamilton, Oco, Sissaga, Branson, Orangewood, Toronto, Richmond, Honey Market, Scarborough, Stover, Laswa. Dorset's are gonna get some 0.95 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 2 p.m. There is something. Collingwood, Georgia, Lula, Beverly Hills, Peterborough, Dorset's are gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Bombay, Stanley, Salabay, Milan. Niagara City, Hamilton, Oco, Sissaga, Brampton, Orangewood, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stover, Laswa, Uxbridge, Belleville. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to the next tower, which is Coburg. It's going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. 5 p.m. There is something. So, line said, OB, Wharton, Salaby. Oakwood, Sissaga, Brampton, Orangewood, Toronto, Richmond, the markets. Those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So Scarborough, heavy 2.5 light 0.25. Stouffville's 2.5 millimeters. Betty, Beverly, Georgina, Olilla, Collingwood is going to get some 6.25 millimeters. Include so Peterborough is going to get some 2.5 millimeters. Coburg is going to be 2.5 millimeters. Belleville is going to be 2.5 millimeters. Atlas going to get some Beach Midland's gonna get some 2.5 millimeters, and the beach heaviest 2.5 light is 0.25. So let's go to the next tower, which is 8 p.m. This Sunday. White Temple, Hilton, Hanover, Betty, Pavlos, Virginia, Alala, Coburg, Saga, Brampton, Ointo, Darlington, between Newmarket, Scarborough's gonna get some 0.2.5 millimeters of rainfall, including local. Hope say heavy superfly light is 0.25 and same thing in online instead, but more 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Collingwood 6.25, Bombay, Sunny Beach, Salaby, Illa 6.25, 0.25, including Niagara Lake, parts of Niagara City, parts of it. The parts on Niagara Lake, the heaviest is gonna be 2.5 millimeters, so Oshawa is gonna get some 6.25, including Uxbridge, so let's go to Peterborough, 0.25 millimeters. Belleville's gonna be 0.25 millimeters, so let's go to the next tower, which is 11 p.m. This Sunday. Line set. Point Elton, Hanover, Barton, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Inland, Alala, Betty, Beverly Hills, Coburg, Peterborough. Those is gonna get some It's 2.5 millimeters of rainfall, including inland. So, also heavy 625, that is going to be 2.5. Ooks, where it's going to get some 6.25 millimeters. Sissaga, Brampton, that's the right city, downtown Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oakville, Edmonton. Those cities are going to get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall, including Virginia, Collingwood. Niagara on Lake, heaviest 12.5. Like it's going to be 625. It's in Niagara City, heaviest 625, like it's 2.5. Orange was going to get some, Orange was going to get some 6.25. Babylon is 0.2.5 millimeters. Bubbles gonna be 0.25 millimeters. So let's go to the next tab, which is solid base 0.25 millimeters. So let's go to the next tab, which is and is something. Illinois, Virginia, Beverly Hills, Belleville, those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Lebanon and is something. Inland, Olala, Georgia, Ooks. Those is going to get Parsonak, Fuzzy. Those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's look at 2 p.m. Solomon, Inland, Olala, Betty, Georgia, Babylon, so Sissaga, Brampton, Orange, over Toronto, Richmond, Market, Scarborough, Stouffville, Lashua, Uxbridge, Cobar, Peterborough, Belvoir, and Parsonak, whole Niagara Falls City. Those is going to get some London. Those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 5 p.m. Solabay, Milan, Olala, Betty, Georgia, Babylon, Hills, Sissaga, Brampton, Orange Road, Donaldson, Richmond, Market, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Cobar, Peterborough, Belvoir, Eastern Oco, Central Oco, Parsonak, Varsity, Niagara on the Lake, Pacific. Those is going to get some 0.24 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 p.m. This Sunday. Oku, Sissaga, Brampton, Orange, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Cobar, Peterborough, Belvoir, Beverly Hills, Betty, on the line. Those is going to get some. Parsonak, well, city's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rain. For heavies in Niagara Falls, 2.5, like 0.25. Let's go to 11 p.m. Let's go to 11 p.m. So parts of Scarborough, Sissaga, Oakville, Dosisa, Niagara Falls City. Dosisa gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 a.m. It's not because 11 a.m. It's not because 2 p.m. So Niagara on the Lake Possible, Niagara Falls City. Dosisa gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. 5 p.m. Niagara Falls City and parts of Niagara on the Lake 0.25 millimeters. 8 p.m. Niagara Falls City is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters. So parts of it is Niagara on the Lake is 0.25. So 11 p.m. There is nothing else. 8 a.m. There is something. So Thunder Beach, Solid Bay, Midland, Watertown, Port Elgin, parts of Scarborough, downtown Toronto, Eastern Oco. Those are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, loading like I said. So Niagara Falls City light is gonna 2.5 lighters, heavy 6.25. It's the same thing in Niagara on the Lake. So let's go to the less than Niagara City. So let's go to let's go to London. Hamilton, Western Oco is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, which is the same thing as Eastern Oco. Let's go to 11 a.m. There is something. So it's gonna take a while. So there is something. So it's gonna be a few seconds. So like it. So let's start. So Scarborough, downtown Toronto, Sissaga, Oakville, those is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including Watertown, Boylston. So let's go to Lionshead also. So let's go to Niagara on the Lake. It's gonna get some 12.5 millimeters. Heaviest light is gonna be 625. Niagara Falls City is gonna be 2.5 light is heavy is 625. So let's go to next tab. So it's 0.25 millimeters. Let's go to 2 p.m. There is something. So Scarborough, Downtown Toronto, Oku, Edmonton, Cobourg, those is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to including Oshawa. So let's look at next tower, which is 5 p.m. This something. Coburg's 0.25 millimeters, including Babylossos. Narakan velocity 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 p.m. This is something. So there is something very Babylossos, Georgia, La Coburg, Belleville. Oshawa, those is gonna get some beautiful. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So now possibly heavy superfine lies 0.25, including Aragon Lakes 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to London. Let's go to 11 p.m. There is something. So Oshawa, Coburg, Peterborough, Belfast, Georgia. Orlando's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, Barrie 2.5 millimeters of rainfall, so forth. So Niagara Falls City is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. I said Niagara Falls City, not parts of it because it's only place is one place of Niagara Falls City doesn't see rainfall. So let's look at total precipitation starting from refresh. 8 p.m. This something. So Wharton's 3 millimeters, Wales 3 millimeters, Hanover is gonna be 3 millimeters. Hope City line says 3 millimeters, Collingwood 10 millimeters, Palm Beach 4 millimeters, Thunder Beach 3 millimeters, South Bay 2 millimeters, Midland's gonna be 5 millimeters. Everywhere in Iowa 3 millimeters, Hamilton Oako 3 millimeters, Oako's gonna get some 6 millimeters, Mississauga 6 millimeters, Brandon 6 millimeters, Downtown 5 millimeters. Scarborough's gonna get some. Scarborough's gonna get some 6 millimeters. Toval's 8 millimeters. Newmarket 10 millimeters. Orange was gonna get some 6 millimeters of rainfall. Uxbridge 13 millimeters. Oshawa is gonna be 12 millimeters. Peterborough 6 millimeters. Coburg 7 millimeters. Balboa 5 millimeters. Georgia is gonna be 10 millimeters. Weber is going to get some 11 millimeters. Barry is going to get some 11 millimeters of rainfall, so 10 millimeters. So the is going to get some 9 millimeters of rainfall. The Barry is going to get some 11 millimeters. So let's go to the next tower, which is let's go to 8 p.m. July the 4th. So Barton 0.7 millimeters. World is 0.8 millimeters. Hanover is going to get some 0.8 millimeters. Washington 0.8. Observation is going to be 1 millimeters. Lionshead is going to get some 4 millimeters. So the Collingwood 5 millimeters. Palmer is 3 millimeters. Solid Bay is going to be 3 millimeters. Milan is going to get some 5 millimeters. So Thunder Beach 1 millimeters. So let's go to everywhere. There was 9.5 millimeters. Hamilton Oakville 6 millimeters. Oakville 4 millimeters, Branch 7 millimeters, Mississauga 7 millimeters, Downtown 6 millimeters, Scarborough is going to be 7.5 millimeters, Dover 7.9 millimeters, Newmarket Orange Hill 7 millimeters, Oxford 6 millimeters, Oshawa 7 millimeters, Peterborough 7 millimeters, Coburg 8 millimeters, Belvoir 7 millimeters, Georgia 7.5 millimeters, Babylon 7.5 millimeters, Perry 7.5 millimeters, so Lilla is going to get some 6 millimeters of rainfall, so let's go to next tower, London. So let's go to next tower, which is 8 p.m. July the 5th. So, Niagara Falls is 2 millimeters. Niagara on the lake is going to be heavy as 1 millimeter. So, 0.8 millimeters actually. So, let's go to the next tower, which is 8 p.m. July the 6th. Everywhere in Niagara Falls only 2.5 millimeters. Mississauga is 1.7 millimeters. Scarborough's gonna get some 1 millimeters of rainfall, 0.9 actually. Mean average is coming to 0.95. So Stouffville's gonna get some 0.8 millimeters. Uxbridge gonna get some. Coburg 2 millimeters. Peterborough is gonna get some 2 millimeters. Balboa 1 millimeters. Oshawa is gonna be 0.6. The heavy lightest. So 0.7 is gonna get some 0.7 heaviest in Oshawa. Light is gonna be 0.6 millimeters. Uxbridge is gonna get some 0.3 millimeters. The Oracle is gonna be 0.8 millimeters. Heaviest, that's lightest. Heavy is gonna be 2 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Wharton 3 millimeters. Boylston 2 millimeters. Hanover is gonna get some 2 millimeters of rainfall. So then it'll be 0.6 millimeters. Hanover 0.6 millimeters. Midland 0.7 millimeters. Lions 0.7 millimeters. Paris 2 millimeters, Jordan is going to get some 0.6 millimeters, Babylon 0.7 millimeters, Alala is going to get some 0.8 millimeters. Let's go to air temperature pattern. Skip snowfall, sleet, freezing, sleet, and precipitation. So refresh, so it's everything fresh. So 3 p.m. This something. So watch at 29 degrees, Boyle 24 degrees, Sonoma is going to be 26 degrees, Collingwood 28 degrees, Palm Beach 26 degrees, Solid Beach 25 degrees, Sunny Beach is going to be 24 degrees, everywhere, Napa 32 degrees, Hamilton, Oakland 30 degrees, Mississauga 31 degrees, Branson 35 degrees, Tofu 34 degrees, Scarborough 35 degrees, Toronto 31 degrees, Oshawa 38 degrees, Hooksville 31 degrees, Newmarket, Orson 33 degrees, Peterborough 31 degrees, Colbert 25 degrees, Belleville 30 degrees, Georgina 30 degrees, Ready 30 degrees, Bablas is going to get some 31 degrees, so Alala's going to get some 29 degrees, Alala's going to get some 27 degrees, Hoops is going to be 25 degrees, Line says 25 degrees, so let's go to the next tab, which is let's go to 7 a.m. There is something which is 23 degrees water temp, Portland's 22 degrees, Honda is going to be 23 degrees, Collingwood 23 degrees, Bombay 22 degrees, Sotheby's 22 degrees, Island, the South Sunny Beach. Sunny Beach is going to get some 21 degrees, so let's going to get some 23 degrees. Everywhere there was 25.5 degrees, Local 25 degrees, Oakville 25 degrees, Brampton 26 degrees, Salford 25 degrees, Scarborough 26 degrees, Toronto 25 degrees. 24 degrees in Newmarket Orange Hall, Uxbridge 23 degrees, Sasha 24 degrees, Peterborough 23 degrees, Colbert 22 degrees, Belleville 24 degrees, 26 degrees in Joninia, Beverly Hills is going to get some 24 degrees, Ready going to get some 22 degrees, Alala 22 degrees, so Hope it's going to get some 21 degrees, Line says 21 degrees, so let's go to the next tower, which is let's go to 3 p.m. There is something, so Boyards 23 degrees, Sonoma is going to be 25 degrees, Warton 27 degrees, Hope 25 degrees, Leinster 25 degrees, Collingwood 26 degrees, Palm Beach 26 degrees, Sotheby's 26 degrees, Thunder Beach going to get some 24 degrees. Everywhere now was 30.5 degrees, Amazon goes 39 degrees, Oakland's going to get some 29 degrees, Branch 34 degrees, Tofu 32 degrees, Scarborough 32 degrees, Downtown 29 degrees, Newmarket, Orange 29 degrees, Silksmith 24 degrees, Asha 24 degrees, Peterborough 24 degrees, Colbert 23 degrees, Belleville 26 degrees. So Georgina is 24 degrees, Babylon is 24 degrees, Red is 24 degrees, Anala's gonna be 24, 5 degrees. So let's go to next tower, which is London. So let's go to next tower, which is 70 this on thing. Warton 70 degrees, Boylston 70 degrees, Hanway 70 degrees, Warton 70 degrees, Hoops is 70 degrees, Lineshead 18 degrees, Collingwood 20 degrees, Sotheby's 20 degrees, Zidland 20 degrees, Bombay 20 degrees, Sunderbeach 90 degrees, everywhere in Airport 23 degrees, Hamilton, Oakville 23 degrees, Oakville 32 degrees, Mississauga 23 degrees, Brampton 23 degrees, Tofu 21 degrees, Scarborough is going to be 21.5 degrees, Toronto 22 degrees, Newmarket, Orange 21 degrees, Silksmith 21 degrees, Sasha 22 degrees, Peterborough 21 degrees, Coburg 21 degrees, Belleville 22 degrees, Georgina is going to be 22 degrees, Revelers is going to be 21 degrees, Reddy's going to get some 20 degrees, Alala's 20 degrees, so then 20 degrees. So London. So let's go to next tower, which is so let's go to this tower. So White's 26 degrees, Royals 25 degrees, Hanover 26 degrees, White's 26 degrees. Hopes it's gonna be 21 degrees. Lines is gonna get some 24 degrees. So everywhere there was 28.5 degrees. Hamilton Oakville 29 degrees. Oakville's gonna be 26 degrees. Rancho 29 degrees. Tofu 28 degrees. Scarborough 27 degrees. Toronto 26 degrees. Market also 27 degrees, Celsius 26 degrees, Sasha 26 degrees, Peterborough 26 degrees, Coburg 23 degrees, Bravo 28 degrees, Georgina 25 degrees, Mary 25 degrees, Babylon 26 degrees, Sonoma 25 degrees, Solid Bay 25 degrees, 24. Midland 25 degrees, so Bombay 24 degrees, Sunny Beach going to get 21 degrees, 25 is Solid Bay. So let's look at Collingwood, it's going to be 22 degrees, so let's go to next tab, which is 70 and there is something. Water than 80 degrees, worlds and 90 degrees on the way. It's gonna get some 80 degrees, 80.5. Hopes it's gonna get some 17 degrees. Line says 70 degrees. Cool. Collingwood's gonna be 80 degrees. Palm Beach, 90 degrees, 80 degrees. Thunder Beach, all the beach, 90 degrees. Midland's gonna get some 70 degrees. So everywhere there was 13.5 degrees. Hamilton, Oakland, 21 degrees. Oakland, 21 degrees. Manchester, 20 degrees. Dover, 30, 29 degrees. Scarborough, 20 degrees. Newmarket, also 80 degrees. Hooksville, 80 degrees. Oshawa, 90 degrees. Compton. Peterborough is going to be 70 degrees. Coburg is going to get some 90 degrees. Belleville is going to be 13 degrees. Let's double check for Belleville. So 80 degrees. So Jordan 20 degrees, 21. Beverly is 20 degrees. Berry is going to get some 80 degrees. Olala is going to get some 17 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is downtown to 21 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is going to be 20 degrees, 90 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is 3 p.m. Bar to 23 degrees, Royals 23 degrees, Hanway 23 degrees, Collingwood 23 degrees, Hoopsy Line says can be 21 degrees, so even a 1 degree. Everywhere there was 25 degrees, Amazon Oak is 21 degrees, that's what cold is warm as 23 degrees, Rat 27 degrees, Dover 26 degrees, Scarborough 26 degrees, Thunder 23 degrees, Newmarket, Orange 26 degrees. Uxbridge 25 degrees, Oshawa 25 degrees, Peterborough 26 degrees, Coburg 22 degrees, Belleville 27 degrees, Georgia, Babylon 24 degrees, Ready 24 degrees, Alalas 24 degrees, Inland gonna get some 26 degrees, Sala Beach gonna be 25 degrees, Palm Beach 25 degrees, Thunder Beach going to get some 22 degrees, so let's go to the next tower, which is London. So let's go to the next tower, which is 8 a.m. This something. So Portland 20 degrees, Underwear 20 degrees, Warsaw 19 degrees, Hopes is 18 degrees, so Lines is gonna be 19 degrees. Collingwood 20 degrees, Wambies, Sunny Beach 20 degrees, Solomon 20 degrees, that's gonna be 90 degrees. Everywhere I was 90.5 degrees, Hamilton, Oakland 20 degrees, Oakland, Bournemouth 20 degrees, Manchester 22 degrees, Dover 20 degrees, Scarborough 21 degrees, Dartford 20 degrees, Newmarket, Orange 20 degrees, Express 90 degrees, Ashford is 20 degrees, Peterborough 90 degrees, Coburg 20 degrees, Balboa 21 degrees. Georgina is going to be 21 degrees, Babylon is 20 degrees, Ready is 20 degrees, Salala is going to be 20 degrees. Let's go to the next tower, which is London. So let's go to the next tower, which is Midland's already done. So let's look at 2 p.m. There is something. Boyle to 25 degrees, Honeywood 25 degrees, Warton 25 degrees. Hopes is gonna get some 20 degrees. Lines is gonna get some 90 degrees. Collingwood 24 degrees, One Piece, Sotheby's 25 degrees, Sotheby's Cove 24 degrees, Sidland 25 degrees, everywhere in Air Force 22 degrees, Hamilton, Oakville 28 degrees. That's coldest. Oakville, the warmest is going to be 23 degrees, Went to 27 degrees, Dover 26 degrees, Scarborough 27 degrees, 25 degrees, Downtown 23 degrees, Market, Orange 26 degrees, Ipswich 25 degrees, South Shore 25 degrees, Peterborough 24 degrees, Coburg 22 degrees, Belleville 25 degrees, Georginia's gonna be 25 degrees. So Balboa's gonna get some 26 degrees. Paris 25 degrees. Solala 24 degrees. So let's go to this no next day. So this is the end of the video. So this is the end of the video. So